and we have no choice but to rebuild it. As we do that, we have no doubt that a lot of people who are uncomfortable with our style would fight. But just like recorded in the Bible, they will fight you. But at the end of the day, they will lose. Yes. So we are not afraid of people coming to fight us. But we know we are standing on the right path of history. And we are ensuring that our money, collective money, is used to develop our state. Gone are the days where the monies of the state were shared to individuals, people they call stakeholders. So part of the fight that you see is because we are not sharing money to stakeholders. And the earlier they decide on what next to do, the better, because we will never share money. But I'm very happy that you can see, thank you, you can see what your money is doing. Those monies that never existed, somehow they have come out, and we are using them to work for you. So I'd like to call on you to continue to support this government, like my friend and brother Chidi. And I'm sure that in no distant future, that this place will be the destination for everything, whether call it business.
John on about Gapo. He lay down on about one dinner on living on and then I won't do make up. So, man, I wouldn't. Don't know that when it's me on a rare way. I don't any one in arrow. You make animal, I got to through on.
See those children that we are sent by the Arab Yoruba court, Fulani court, to 26 years imprisonment without investigation.
Sentenced to death.
Yes, until
after 26 years.
Yes, until it is being uncovered. And I keep on telling people, there are Arab Yorubas, the likes of Bayo Nonoga them.
And the two of them were sentenced to death, by a Yoruba court. But Otti took it upon himself to make sure that he rescued these two Abians, and this has brought a lot of jubilation in Abia State. And people are saying Otti has continued to prove that he's not a Fulani governor, that he's the man of the people. What's your take as regards Otti rescuing these people from this Yoruba court?
Exceptional leader. The first time in the history of Abia State, the man Otti has shown leadership. This is the first time the Abians are coming out publicly to testify that they have now seen a sign of leadership, a sign of dividends of democracy in the history of Abia. We saw it under Otti Carlos, we saw it under Theodoji, we saw it under the worst one ever.
Ibazu. Is he the worst?
Ibazu remains the worst governor of Abia State. Another one that is following him in that trend is Otti Carlos. Then after Otti Carlos, we can slightly look at Theodore Oji. But in all, Otti, in less than 2 years of his administration, we are seeing enormous transformation. We are seeing commercial transformation. We are seeing economic transformation. We are also seeing political stability and the rising of the governor against jihadist tendencies in Abia State, where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu came from, God's own state. That's the only state that is remaining to be captured by those who are pioneers, who are projectors, who are elements of the Fulanization agenda in the entire eastern Nigeria. Resistance is ongoing, even though Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot claim to be ignorant of it. He has made several attempts, sent delegates, sent Fulani delegates there, sent political Fulani Igbo people there, sent Arab Igbos there too. They have not been able to convince Otti on the reason why he should join the Islamization agenda that Nigeria belongs to the OIC, and from what we are getting, there's a grand plan by the Arab world to make sure that Fulanis become the indigenous people in Nigeria. Fulanis has all over the world, powered by Arab nations, has adopted Nigeria, where over 50 million Fulanis will be deposited, let me use that word, or forced to accept as their state of origin as the indigenous people in that area. And that is why they are pushing out a lot of millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and this is what has compromised the entire eastern states. It is now Nigeria, Muslim Nigeria, and Biafra Christians, Christian Biafrans are battling for relevance, are battling for survival. The uprising is coming. There's no two words about it. Nobody's going to stop that. We have seen the work Alex Otti is doing there. You can see those children that we are sent by the Arab Yoruba court, Fulani court, to 26 years imprisonment without investigation.
Sentenced to death.
Yes, until
after 26 years.
Yes, until it is being uncovered. And I keep on telling people, there are Arab Yorubas, the likes of Bayo Nonuga them. That's exactly what they wanted to do to, but God intervened. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu survived killing agenda in Kenya. God intervened. The angels of the living God show physically. As I said, Nigerian Muslim versus Christian Biafrans. When they say NSAS, they say it's Igbo. Hunger protest, Igbo. Protest, Igbo. Igbophobia. To the extent, Peter B's brother's house, what millions and millions and millions of naira, several millions of naira, was destroyed. Landmark resorts completely destroyed as a result of Lagos Calabar. Check out the number of Igbo people that the Yorubas are targeting and destroying. And if you look at the man that went to 26 years imprisonment, kudos to Alex Otti for standing up firmly. That family will ever be grateful to Alex Otti. The family will be grateful. The entire generation will be grateful. The people of Abia, God's own state, is grateful to the governor who provided 24 hours electricity, who collaborated with the former minister under Jonathan Bat Naj to give Abia 24 hours supply electricity, who increased productivity in Abia, reformed the economy of Abia State, and still working to make sure that every infrastructure in terms of road get to the rural areas. We are the people who are grossly farmers who have access to good road, who have access to water, will feel the impact of governance for the first time in the history of Abia. That's why they said that Abia has never been blessed with a good governor. And now that we are having one, Ojizo Carlo, Benjamin Carlo, Omahi, Fulani, they will not allow this Alex Otti to do the needful. We celebrate you for that resilient spirit to give Abia people a sense of belonging. We are not talking about the most prestigious, industrious man, global freedom fighter, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who would have come from that state, of the attention he has brought. Yes, he has attracted United States of America, he has attracted Germany, he has attracted Russia, he has attracted, France, he has attracted several countries of the world to the plight of the Igbo people, the most powerful tribe in Africa. Yes, it's not a pride. I'm not saying it, because of ego or whatever. But I'm telling you, but that is what it is, and that is the reality. No Igbo presidency for the past 60-something years, the Igbos are still surviving. Where a Yoruba man will go and alliance with the Northerner in the night, and they will do the arrangement, and they say, do not allow Igbo man to become president because they will take over the entire southern Nigeria. Now that our Yoruba Fulani romance has collapsed, what would the Yoruba, and they're exposing the Yorubas. Erufai said that Peter Obi won that election, even though it became very clearly that it was not the turn of the Southeast to produce. Igbo has supported Abiola, supported Obasanjo, supported so many of them, including Northerners. But when it comes to fair play and justice, you can see how Tinubu was claiming he's the Jagabana of the moment. The Igbos leave all their political parties where they seem they have this weight and move to a unknown, irrelevant party, and that party today became relevant. Is it not a miracle? Foremost to the presidential election will be switched over, and look at the Northerners are coming out and to say that because Obi is an Igbo man, that they cannot be able to say it publicly. They are saying it publicly now because they felt that this is the only thing they needed to do. This is how they lied against the Biafra, the coup. They say it's Igbo coup. The problem is this, what I'm asking, what if the Yorubas actually want from the Igbo people? The Igbo people has contributed. Look at how they jail somebody innocently for 26 years. I've never seen a governor do that from the eastern part of the country. Joe Dodgy, Ibazu, Ojizo Kalu, I've never seen. But this is a man whose mandate he realized that he is the mandate of all Abians, both home and abroad. We celebrate you, the Executive Governor of Abia State, His Excellency Alex Otti, for this wonderful human service that you have rendered to that family.
So those two boys would have wasted after spending 20 years.
20 years, yes, they would have wasted.
They would have wasted after 20 years.
And nobody will hear it. Nobody will talk about it.
But a lot of people have aligned this with Jackson, that was, almost killed by a Fulani man. It was, but he had to defend himself on his farm where the Fulani, Fulani Eda wanted to kill him, but he had to, struggle to take the knife off the Fulani and stab the Fulani in the leg, and which led to the Fulani man dying. But the court in the north sentenced him to death, and we saw an activist from US come to kick against this, because Jackson is a Christian and the Fulanis are planning to send him to death. But Tinubu and his government, when saying anything as regards this, and the Supreme Court even upheld the judgment that Jackson should be sentenced to death. What is your take as regards, saving these people? Because maybe without his intervention, these people would have just been killed. Like
that's exactly what they wanted to do too, but God intervened. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu survived killing agenda in Kenya. God intervened. The angels of the living God show physically. As I said, Nigerian Muslim versus Christian Biafrans. Christians in Nigeria are the Igbos. Whether they are in the north, whether they are anywhere, that is who they are. You see, Jackson issue has received a global attention. And remember, a lot of civil society organizations are documenting what is going on in Nigeria. The silence of the government, the silence of the political leaders, the silence of the stakeholders, the silence of the traditional rulers, the silence of individuals who would have called government to question him, and they are silent. That because it is not a Fulani. Look at what happened in those states. Look at the reaction. 19 northern governors reacted immediately. And you can see the kind of homage. Everybody was just rushing to Sokoto to go and meet Sultan of Sokoto to pay homage, to say they are sorry. Why the resources that is coming from the Biafran land is used to maintain them. We cannot continue to be economically, politically conquered in the entire eastern part of the country because of these governors. Alex Otti should stand his ground.
Should not bow to them.
Alex Otti must stand his ground. Nobody is going to push you unless you want to be pushed. Or you are pushing yourself already to them. Remember where you are. They are already bringing Fulani police, DPOs, positioning them. That's the fact. We must resist them. That is it. So the picture is very clear. I will understand it. I was saying to the governor of Abia State, well done. That's a good job you are doing there. And millions of Abia citizens are watching. I will believe in you. We believe in good governance. I will believe you continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. Thank you for rescuing those families after 26 years in Fulani Yoruba courts. They were rescued. God bless you. And I want you to remain focused and watch what is going to happen any moment from now. The pressure for you to leave where you are now to join APC, PDP, these are Fulani political parties. And if Kessin is not taken, what happened to Otti Kano might likely happen to you. Stay where you are and remain focused. Make sure you understand that security of lives and property in Abia State is on your table. Do not allow Fulani jihadists to carry out this agenda that is coming.
Werekwentị unu wee gere na mụnwa na-ekwu okwu aha m bụ Obioma Unu Godwin, the commander Obo Security Vanguard, zonal commander of Igwe Zone. Now all the gallant soldiers, you can see a lot of them. Ị ga-ahụkwa ha niile. Onwe ka obi dị mma. Ị ga-ahụ ihu ha na obi jọla ha njọ. Ama m ihe anyị ga-ekete na a ga-enwe ndị dị otu a si from different autonomous communities. Were ndụ ha chụọ aja kwere sị ha ga-esevu Obo. Wee kwubie sị Fulani wụrụ mmụọ wụrụ mmadụ na ha ga-akụnyụ ha ka ọkụ. Ama m ihe o ji araga ụmụ Obo ahụ ndị ọgaranya ịpụtabe enye aka sọpọtụ ndị a. Ị bịa na lokal gọọmenti ndị ọzọ ahịa eji aka ha ejikere ha. Asị o wee rijuo afọ eme gịnị? Azụbịa Obo ka anyị ọfụrụ iche. Ọwụzi ka ndị a were ndụ ha chụọ aja asị kama jisie nke ụkwụ ọ ha lakpuo ọnga ọ ga-adịrị mma. Ana m ajụ ndị ọgaranya nọ n'obo ndị a na-alakpuo n'ụlọ ha so onye ọbụla chewe onwe ya ọnga ọ ga-adị mma. So ana m eji ohere a na-agwa ụmụ obo unu agalaghị ile anya sị na ọha ụwa ga-ahapụrụ gọọmenti ihe niile maka na sekuriti dịrị gị nwa na mụnwa. Security is now n'obo ọwụ in the whole state. All this is very hot. Week abụọ gara aga ndị Fulani sikwa ebe ha si ọkwa ndị a ndị tụwara ha tụwachi ha back to Mbaise ma a na-agba n'aka achọ ụgbara ụdọ akụ. So ana m eji ohere a na-eme obere onyonyo a ịgwa ụmụ obo na ndị a niile bụ ndị nchekwa kpebiri si ndị ogbo ha ndị chọrọ lụfuru anụ ọkpụkpụ anụ hapụrụ anụ ọgụ anyị na ndị mmụọ mmụọ obo fụtanụ wetanụ ihe eji arụ ọrụ maka na ndị ga-arụ ya nụ ya ndị kwere mkpasị a ga-arụ ya mekwa gịnị nụ ya. Echi gara aga anyị nọ nga mmiri niile ndị anyị bụ mmiri anọ taa kwa anyị abịakwala. Echi na-abịa abịa nga ị ga-ahụzi ya n'iwu na the forest different forest n'obo maka na anyị agaghị anọ n'ụlọ ewu amụọ n'ọbụ. Unu kwesị ụmụ obowu sizitunu charity work. Anọrọ ka azụọ trailer load of rice onye ka ga-azụọ 2 lorry load of akwa ka ga-azụọ nke anya mana mụọ na-ekwusị inyecha ndị mmadụ rice orie ya banye n'ime ọhịa ndị Fulani gbuo ya ọ dị mma. Sizienu charity work, invest more now na security. Lebata anya na nchekwa nke obodo maka na ndị iro nọ anyị n'azụ. Ọ bụrụ ma ị kpọrọ ụmụ gị ala bekee ga-edobe ha cherekwa na nwanne mpa gị na ya cherekwa na nwanne mpa gị na ya cherekwa na ndị ọgọ gị nwaanyị na ọgọ gị nwoke mere gị na ya ị ga na ibia